Satsang. To be with the truth. It all depends on the way you look at the creation. We all are continuously in the journey of the truth. See, when we use the word flowering, here, having no other option, we use the word flowering. We don't have any other option. The moment the flowering is heard or expressed, already you are falling into a becoming process. I am like this. I am, let's say, in an unflowered state. I would like to flower, then I flower. This is the becoming process of the mind. This is a consequence, what is rising in your mind due to something you have heard. I might have told like flowering. So you heard from me and you are trying to flower. One thing you all should understand is, whatever I say or anybody says, we are trying to say what can't be said. When you are trying to say about something absoluteness, the ultimate truth is like that we can't express it in words. So whatever you express in words, it's not true. Here, it's an indication towards truth. Indication towards truth in this case means, when it comes to flowering, suppose the process of flowering, if we try to look, first of all, when you are making any journey in the spirituality, there should not be any time concept. Flowering is a time concept in a way. I am unflowered, I have to flower, there is a procedure. So procedure means mind, procedure means time, procedure means space, procedure means yesterday, procedure means tomorrow, procedure means I, procedure means the other. So all this language is there. But absolute truth is not at all any one of this. You have to take it this indicativeness. Suppose if you understand, let's say flowering, it's already a flower. So flowering means you can't flower. So there can't be I. So existentially, to experience the art, more than experience, to be that absolute or ultimate state, there is no question of a process. There is no question of flowering. So what need to understand is what is already there. The lack of awareness or avidya or ignorance. Let's say, just to take an example, even if you walk through this garden, to how many varieties you can go? You can go to the well, you can go to near a thorn, you can go to leaf, you can go to your room, you can go to flower. All the options are there. When you hear something, when something is coming to your mind, don't create a process. Out of process, you can't be thoughtless. You can't be in presence. You heard something, through that you are pure. That pureness is undisturbed, meaning it's not an information, it's not a learning process, it's a guidance towards what is already there. You are already a flower. There is no process. Flowering means it's beyond process. Can you be that? Or else, to expand your awareness, I am that. And you can be anything. See, in this moment, if you decide, you can be sad also. If you bang your head to the wall, you will be sad. And people are ready to bang their head, but they can't be a flower. How easily you can bang your head to a wall? Just you are sitting next to the wall, you do this, dong. That's it. Flowering is still more easy. See, at least to bang your head to the wall, you have to move your head, you have to go to the wall and you have to eat. There is an effort. To flower, you are there already. You don't need any effort. If you bang your head to a wall, you feel your head. That identity you need. That egoistic presence you need. That recognition you need. That existential stamping, yeah, I live. That you need. That's why you're, in a way, you are ready to be sad, ready to suffer, ready to worry, ready to think, but you are not ready to be effortless. Because if you are effortless, you lost. Your ego is lost. You are dead. And who want to die? That's why even Buddha tells, from when you study the angle of Buddhism, they come up with a theory that life itself is a suffering. That depends, of course, but from their angle I am speaking. Life itself is a suffering. Of course, once life is there, some suffering will be there. Because you have to be at your ego center. You have to stamp yourself. I live. I live, I have to eat. I live, I have to get. I live, I need a relationship. I live, I want this, I don't want this. Again, you are in a process. Absolute truth is not only you. Absolute truth is beyond any frame or definition of I. So the more the I you can take out, more that is established. You call it as Ishvara, you call it as God, you call it as absolute truth, you call it as Shiva, you call it as consciousness, you call by any words. To establish that, to what extent you are not feeling your presence, or you are not expressing any of your own life experiences. And you need to understand, whatever may be, your own life experience is very silly. Very silly. See, that's why the moment you talk with an immature person, you will understand an immature person always talk like, "Hey, it happened to me like that, how much painful it was, oh, I was brought up like this, oh, it happened to me like that." They speak on I, because they are in a cocoon or a web of their own experiences. All people, most of them on this planet, 99.9999, live in their own life experiences sphere. They can't experience life beyond their own life experiences. So this stepping out should happen through every words you listen in spirituality. You may listen to nowadays in YouTube and all, there are millions of videos which speaks about spirituality. But are you falling into a process? Are you falling into a time zone, a space? So then whatever you are hearing, it's adding up for more thoughts, or it's adding up for more opinion. See, here I told you or I instructed you, in a posture, be a flower. Or else flowering means not to bring into a process in the mind. Suppose even if you adopt for a posture, let's say you are in a warrior posture. So now an instruction is given, be in the process of flowering. What it means? Flowering is an essence. See, life, how we should look at it is, it's an essence. Essence in the sense, which is everywhere. See, life is everywhere. Say, let's say you had a sweet. Suppose if you have a piece of sweet, you eat, this is also sweet. You eat, that is also sweet. You eat, that is also sweet. That's why it's called sweet. Sweetness in every bit and pieces. In the same way, flowering in every bit and pieces. You are in a warrior posture. This is flower. This is flower. This is flower. Suppose you are crushing it. Suppose if you are doing a warrior like this, or here. Normally what happens, when you are expressing a positioning of the body in the name of posture, since you have seen some picture somewhere and you want to do something, so then you express. So here it may be like, a flowering may be there, here may be there, here it is like this. Then it is not flowering, it's an effort. So wherever effort is there, that delinks the whole process of flowering. So flowering, when you consider from the angle of practice of posture, to what minute thing you can be flower. And you know, the minute also infinite, and the vastness is also infinite. You know that? See now, if you go on measuring, you can measure to so small. Even now they have come to a Planck measurement. You might have heard in science. The smallest, like that, if you go on measuring, it's like a 10 to the power of -7, 10 to the power of -10, like that it goes on to such a minute you can measure. So if you go measuring the vastness, endless. What I mean to say is, even from that minute level flowering possibility is there. That's what I mean to say is, the establishment of your state in that dimension is infinite. So that's why practice of posture is infinite. See what posture you are practicing for this ASHUDDHI KSHAYE program. This is with a different intention, different way of practicing posture from the angle of cleansing. But what you practice as a posture, that is entirely a different science. If at all, if you are flowering from the angle of body, the flowering at each and every possible way, meaning what we can call it as swa-adhyaya, studying the self physically for any holding is there. And also, when flowering means, you should not take a literary meaning of I should flower. So then, even I don't wonder, suppose if some Westerners listens this and they give the instruction in the class, there is a garden, there is a flower in the garden, so that flower is red, it is joy, it's flowering, and you flower like a flower in the garden. All these illusions should not be there. See, when you are practicing, no imagination. See, then through words, you are trying to bring the truth, then you end up embracing the untruth. So you end up catching the words. What is flowering is a symbolic representation. It is not at all such a flower what happens inside of you. See, let's say, now I have many people on the screen. From how they are appearing on the screen. Can I find anybody here? If I go through the software or by which it is getting transformed, I will not find anybody there. If I give the computer, can you find all of their faces there? But how their face is appearing? See, what face appears on the screen is totally different than from where it is coming. Are you getting the point? Truth is like that, absolute truth is like that. On screen, you may see an elephant. But if you go to the software, will you find elephant there? And whatever you find, it's not there. It's totally not there. In the same way, the whole creation functions. Whatever you find here, it's not there in the consciousness. So, while being with the consciousness, what you need to be is just to be fresh. How insane to find anybody of all these in a software. If I search them in the computer, I will not find. How insane it is. In the same insane if you try to find nature in consciousness. Because nature is a manifested part. On the screen is a manifested happening. What's behind is totally of different dimension or different beingness altogether. This indicates the possibility of a consciousness. That's why whenever you listen to a word or anything, are you becoming more fresh? Or am I creating an image or an illusion of a flowering? Flowering means what? The moment you are becoming comfortable. Done. And you can be comfort at any moment. You can be easy at any moment. So just being that. And being afresh. And even, let's say, that's what I meant by using the word we miss, like even feeling comfort. Comfort, easiness, already we have a definition. So comfort means this. For many people it may be different. Easiness is also different. So then you bring the same thing Oh, where is easiness? I meditated. Where is comfort? So where the language you are trying to bring in consciousness, it's like I am searching you all in a software. It won't work. When you are in a spiritual journey, when you are trying to experience an absolute truth, your freshness, to what extent you are fresh, that is flowering itself. Fresh means not bothered by any thoughts, not at all bothered by any past, nothing. And it's like you are reprogramming your beingness. See, reprogramming life is birth and death. When come to the consciousness, it is a reprogramming of beingness. So you come into a totally different, very new, afresh, unknown, innocent, always expressive, present forever, celebration, bliss. Like it's totally new way of being. And you can't search it by listening to my words. You fail. Don't bring anything from here to there. You have to be totally fresh. That is the meaning of Ishvara pranidhana. Ishvara pranidhana is a beautiful statement what comes in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which is trying to guide you towards this happening, a beingness, or the possibility of being that. Ishvara pranidhana means I don't have anything of me. I don't have anything of me. So in absence of you, what is present in you? To what extent you can create that absence of you? That brings the presence of the other, presence of the consciousness. So towards this, when you are making journey, then it can be called as flowering. See, flowering, when it comes to the body, it is different. Flowering, when it comes to the breathing, that has a different meaning. When it comes to the breathing, at the dimension of breathing, what you need to understand is, see here, a screen is there. Suppose I use my hand, every moment I give a jerk to the screen. Jerk, if this is the screen of this computer, if I do like this, what it means? It vibrates, screen. Every moment I do this. What is flowering for it then? This has to stop. When the breathing stops, breathing is like this to you. It's jerk to whole being at the physical level. So whenever you breathe, it's a jerk for cells. Because you need breathe. If you don't breathe, you die. Because I is there. You are there. You are in a process. When no breathing, samadhi. That's why samadhi is the last state. You start from Yama. It's not step by step. You should not imagine like that. That's what I meant. Don't construct anything. Just listen. Pure listening. See, pure listening means without constructing anything. Even to listen, it requires many births. In my life, I have taught in hundreds of studios and met thousands of people in my path. But I never ever have met even a single listener. No. Even to listen, you need a very high evolved maturity. Then, when listening begins to happen, no construction is happening. When no construction happens, it's a beautiful. Or else, everything you listen, you construct some image, construct opinion, you construct future, you construct usefulness, non-usefulness, you construct right, you construct wrong. Because whatever comes to you, you want to deal with I. Without I, what happens for the listening? That is the listening. Or else you are all hearing. So where listener is not there, that dimension. Or else everything is a disturbance. So flowering at a breathing level means having a stable state at the prana. When prana is stable, life energy is stable, you don't need anything from external thing. Just it exists. So there, flowering means being the life energy at the pranic level. So that's how when we understand a particular terminology, try to understand from non-ego state. Try to understand not to create one more process out of that understanding. Or else you are constantly in the mind. It looks very like opposite direction to the spiritual journey. Spiritual journey means what? Whatever is supporting you to be. And you need guidances, because without guidance, it's impossible. See, without guidance, how you can walk? Let's say if you go to Mysore, if you have a map or some instruction, nowadays Google Map is there. So it's easy. If you want to go to market, it's easy. Everything you want to search, it is difficult. Then it takes journey long. So that's where a guru or a teacher, what he does or she does is guidance. So guidance is again not a concept. Guidance is every moment. No, as I told in the beginning, the essence. If a sweet is there in a sweet, it is sweet at every bit and pieces. And whatever a guru or a teacher instructs you, that essence you should carry. That is the big problem we face when we run an organization. Really, that is very challenging. Why people need monitoring, you tell? See, nowadays, or from all these years, you might have like seen me also, I am not so much interested to expand or like to spread this work. Like if it happens naturally, it's okay, but I'm not too keen on it. Why? Because it needs then a monitoring system. Who has to monitor? In the end, it comes to me. Why monitoring system is there? Let's say for example, how a conclusory mind or a mind with opinion or a mind which constructs how it works. Let's say for example, if there is an instruction, okay, whoever comes near the gate, you can welcome them and ask them to sit in the chair near the river. If this is the instruction is there. Okay. Then whoever comes to the gate, everybody you are welcoming. Whether Tom, Dick and Harry. Was it the meaning? So if somebody comes to take something from here, will you allow them? So you open the gate and you ask, hey, why you are here? Oh, I want to steal something. Okay, Vijay has told, whoever come to the gate, welcome, okay, bring them. See, if you conclude, if you construct, that will be the consequence. Anything is heard, it is a direction. And you should develop your own sense of beingness. It's not to be a robot or to function under a program. So whatever you hear, you program. Oh, I am instructed to be like this. I am like this. This becoming one, not able to be everything. Then it's not interesting. Because I am not interested in any such construction program. I am interested in destruction program. Destruct. And I will not allow any one of you to be how you are. Just having no sense of being I. When you begin to listen, then your actions will be flowing naturally through your wisdom. Because you construct in the mind, wisdom doesn't need any construction. Let's say, for example, in Gokulam Yogashala in Mysore, an instruction is given. The door has to be kept open. Instruction is given because it's a school. When you keep the door closed, it's not nice. So now they keep the door open, they roam all over the streets. So then again, when I go, if door is open, if nobody is there, then I have to tell, hey, door is open, nobody is there. Oh, you only told no to keep the door open. Huh? That's how the monitoring comes. So then an instruction comes, okay, if you are going to next street, keep the door closed. Okay, then another day I came, still the door is open, nobody is there. Hey, why the door is not closed, nobody was there? No, I went to the same street. I didn't go to the next street. So then one more instruction, if you go out of the gate, close the door. Like it goes on and on and on. Oh hell, who has all those time in this precious life to go on instructing and constructing. When you are not ready to be destructed, when you are not ready to be demolished, when you are not ready to be nothing, when you are not ready to listen without creating an opinion, when you are not ready to be who you are, and how many times to go on constructing. So towards that, purity. You move, then it becomes a flowering in day-to-day life. So this flowering is essentially in every bit and pieces. If you take like this, if you take this body, each and every cell can be flowered. And if you seek the flowering, it can be in each and every actions, every situation, with every person, everything what you express. So in every dimension that flowering you can find. That's why beauty of Patanjali is sthiram sukham. Be effortless and in presence. It happens. Allowing the happening, that's all you are here. You are not the creator of life. What life? None of us are creator of even a little one atom. Show me, create one atom and show me. Not only you, even the scientists who are working for hundreds of years, they could not create even a single atom. And then they made a scientific statement. Atoms cannot be created, neither be created nor be destroyed. At the maximum, it can be converted from one form to another. You can't create. So when you can't create, what it means? You are living which is complete. You are living in a dimension which is complete. So when you are living in a dimension which is complete, you are free. See the beauty of this creation. Even you are not made God. What a relaxation. If you are God, you have to engage in creating. But everybody is God. They are creating own thoughts. They are creating their own opinions. They are creating their own implementations. They are creating their own all sorts of thinking. No. That is just illusionary, imaginative ego. So just be simple and life. That is the true dimension of flowering. If this flowering you understand, if this flowering you can be, then if I speak on samadhi, you will understand. Or else if I speak on samadhi, not even a single word you will understand. Instead, again it leads to another construction in your mind, which I don't want to do. That too, when you are trying to enter the state of samadhi and all, it's the purest thing. It's not an information, it's not some question you ask, I answer, and you have your own construction out of it. No. If you want to experience with samadhi, you have to spend the time with the teacher, you have to spend the time with the guru, you have to spend the time with your own self. You have to be in the state of being. And then if that process starts, if something is told, then it has a meaning. Or else just if I say something, since I know, it is meaningless. You end up creating something else in you. So we are not the creators. We are emperors and empresses. We don't need to do anything. Everything is perfectly made. Be there. So then a different flowering happens. That freshness changes the reality outside of you also. Or else what happens? How much you may want to flower, outside situations may not be cooperating. You may wish to flower, you don't have a penny to fill your belly. If you wish to flower, you don't have money, which is some basic need. You want to flower, you don't have a job. Then what? That's why flowering means it's everywhere. See, the essence of life means it's everywhere. The moment you will going to find the inner flowering genuinely, very genuine, outer flowering is very easy. all the situations, all the happenings, just it aligns because it's your own consciousness which is manifesting as reality. Nobody interferes in it. You should know nobody interferes in it and nobody can't interfere, even that God can't interfere into your consciousness. No. It's your own consciousness. How you are manifesting, your own responsible for it. If I held my hand like this, it's my responsibility. I'm holding like this. If I'm holding like this, it's my responsibility. If I am like this, I am doing this. Same way, whatever the reality you are having, it's your own manifestation. So once you understand, and the most beautiful thing is, people nowadays, I hear many insane stories like somebody might have written some book, oh, if you want some prosperity in life, they use something to visualize it, think too much about it, then it manifests. All these nonsense are going on. All these are, they might are able to send such books, millions of copies. It's all big nonsense. Don't read it. If you read and try to visualize, you are becoming mad, that's it. Nothing will come. Because any visualization, any imagination, anything in the dimension of spirituality or in the dimension of life, it has nothing to contribute. Visualization, imagination contributes. Suppose if you are a planner, or if you want to plan a building, or if you want to paint something, whatever. In those cases, it may contribute. That too, if you are a pure spiritual person, you no need to visualize. It's because you are not the visualizer, it happens. You can speak to any poets or painters who can paint beautiful paintings. By thinking, they can't paint. Something comes when nothing is there in them, then they develop it. What sprouts, what comes from nothing, that is pure beyond mind state. So flowering means that dimension is also there. So that's why the creation is so rich. Don't restrict yourself to a visualization or to a seeing or a perception or to a word. So take it. Yeah. Flowering, okay. So then become independent of it. You know it and you are independent of it. That is the beauty of wisdom. You know it and you are not independent of it. That is your ego. That is the difference between ego and egoless. Ego person also lives life. Egoless person also lives life. A ego person is not independent of what they carry. Always they carry something. So when you carry something, how you can flower? So on the flower, if you put a rock, there is a beautiful flower. You bring a big rock. Flower gets crushed. So if you want to flower, don't carry any baggage. Everything, totally you throw out. Be fresh. Oh, you are already a flower. So in creation, what you need to understand is, it is capability to enter the already state. Already state means, it is just your capability to enter. It's not about capability to create. Everything is already created. And it's there. Even your tomorrow, 100 years, after 10,000 years, it's already there. So now scientifically it is proven. If you can travel more than the speed of light, you can see your own future. It's established scientific theory. And it depends on the space and time relationship. When Einstein is able to establish, he's found wherever you are. It depends on where you are, as per that you see. See the beauty. It depends on where you are to see what you are. And where you are, that depends on your journey, if you are taking a journey. Life is like that. See, Mysore, around 16 kilometers from here. You are here, that's why you can't see Mysore. If you go to Mysore, you see Mysore. You no need to construct Mysore. In the same way, you no need to construct life. Its ability to enter whatever is already there. Through practice of yoga, you are developing the ability to enter. So, how you develop the ability to enter? Dropping your effort. Effortless. Sthiram sukham. Stable comfort. It's a reversibility. Your ability to board a train is different. You have to fight with all the people. You need that too if you are in London or Mumbai. You need to fight with all the people and to enter the train. Pull, push. Their ability is effort. Your ability is different. So people, when they are practicing posture, they want to bring the same ability. Like, that's what I meant. From the same set of mind, they approach the practice of posture and they bring the angle of effort. See here, when you understand the statement of Patanjali to be sthiram and sukham means effortless, it's not the end product. Oh, I was able to stay for 10 minutes, oh, I am effortless. No. It's not like a procedure. It's not a concluded. It is being totally fresh in this moment, in this position. I am that itself. That is flowering. That is real sukham or comfort. Comfort of freedom. Comfort of relieved from all the past. Comfort of relieved from your own experiences. So actually, it's very unfortunate to see that people get crushed out of their own experiences. What a pity it is. That's why kids are more happy than adults. Or else adults should be more happy. Why you are not so happy as loose? Why? You are more experienced? You mean you are here out of your experience to suffer? You want to make self-torture of life. So, there is an experience coming to you which is free of cost. Are you paying for your experiences? An experience is coming to you which is divine. And how you are treating that experiences? Through the experiences, you are getting crushed. Actually, if you see on a fact basis, you should be more happy, energetic, expressive than kids. Because you are strong, you have more energy, but you are not even 1% energetic as kids, 1% innocent as kids, 1% happy as kids. Why? Because you are self-torturing through your own experiences. All the experiences are a gift to you. See, if somebody, today is Christmas, if somebody presents you with a Christmas cake, you take the Christmas cake and put it into your eyes. Through Christmas cake, I become blind. Any sense? So, but all of you are doing the same thing. You get experiences in life and you torture yourself. Oh, it happened to me like that. Oh, it happened to me. So it's free, it's a gift. And why you want to injure yourself? See, if you ask a person who is in the hospital on the bed, you might also have, some of you might have experienced it. They want just from the windows they see. See, sometimes when I go to see some persons in the hospital, hey Vijay, their only question is, will I be able to walk like them one day? Only that is the question. Once they begin to walk, another thing starts. No? You should be so thankful and you should be so much gratitude for the availability for experiences. There was no rules, regulations, and nothing was there that you should be available. And when that availability is there, it's enough. I'm available. I'm thankful. I'm available. I'm very much grateful. I'm available. I am happy. I am available. I am blissful. Oh, I am available. I don't have bank balance. I suffer. Why? Then don't available, die. No. It's an attitude what you have, that's it. If you don't have resources, you think I have to self-torture myself. Then resource will come. So you don't have bank balance and I don't have bank balance. You cry, you bang your head. Then a bank manager knocks at your door. Oh, hey man, you are banking. In my bank, I have so much money, take it. Anybody does it? Nobody cares. Creation is not like that. What you need to understand is, due to lack of something, resource, if you are suffering, it's your habit, that's it. That has nothing to do with the resources. Whether comes, goes, you have or don't have, that is independent of your suffering. Independent of your own holding way. Be free from that. Whatever may be, even if you are dying tomorrow, you should be free and happy. Nice. I die tomorrow, I die. Such a relaxation should come. Then fearlessness comes. Then you don't care for anybody. You don't care. See, many of my students, they have seen, many times somebody register for a teacher's training program. They put some condition. Oh, if I want to come to your teacher's training program, oh, can I talk to your teacher for 5 minutes? They want to take my interview. Then don't come. Here, nobody is there welcoming. No, it should not happen like that. So it's a flowering. No? You should touch your heart, beingness. It's not about how many people you have, how big you come, how much money you make. It's not at all about that. There are just symbolic outside. The essence of you, that richness, be fearless. And in life, when you are ready to die tomorrow itself, for what you fear? Or now itself, for what you fear? So that's why, to be in the process of flowering, don't bind to any kind of your own way of looking life. Drop all your way of looking at life. There is no way for life. Life, just it keeps on happening as it keeps on happening. And it's all about, if you wish to better your life standards, what I can tell. If you wish to better the life standards, in whatever thing may be, whether it is a resource, whether it is a spiritual, whether it is economical, whatever. If you wish to develop your resources, develop your ability to be anything. That development, ready to be anything, that richness gets reflected outside. Or else, it's not easy to find. Then you will struggle. Because richness has to come from within. Very within. People, normally they try to hold money. They don't want to give. Until unless you are a giver, it's an energy, it will not come to you. People bargain. Always they hold. No. If you are not flowering in one thing, how you can find a flower outside? So it's a reflection. So the first and foremost thing, don't hold your energies. Be fearless and free. So let that expression come from within, that development. So then it gets manifested outside of your life. So in this way you can have a direction or a dimension of possibility of exploring the flowering life. Whether you want to explore physically, pranically, mentally, existentially, spiritually, every way is open, is left to you. So enough for today. Thank you all.